AITAH for asking my sister to give me my money back after her husband made fun of my wife's scars. My sister had borrowed money from me almost a year ago for her husband's surgery and healthcare. They couldn't afford it, so when my sister asked me for financial help I was hesitant, but I helped her because she's my sister, and helping her husband would mean helping her as well. I told her back then that I am hesitating, but I will help him. She said she'll return the money in 3 months, but she didn't, and I didn't ask her either. So now I brought it up again. I wasn't planning on asking to return the money, but her husband made fun of my wife's scars. My wife has small scars on her hand. It's not serious, just small scars she inflicted on herself when she was 15. I was with her back then and put a stop to it. We are 27 both, and my Bill made fun of my wife when he asked her if she's still childish and asked her to cover up her hands because it's unpleasant for everyone. Both of our families were speechless, and my wife was as well. I said when we are young we do dumb shit, and he's too drunk so he should just shut up. He got a bit more aggressive and said that it's still unpleasant and my wife should cover up. I retaliated in my anger and told him that my wife will start covering her scars when he gives me my money back. I get angry easily and I wanted to insult him. My wife was holding me to stop, but I told her to shut up. I ended up telling him that he's a poor man and weak who couldn't even afford his own surgery, and had his wife beg for money to her brother. He got even more angry and he said he will give me my money. I said do it right now, but you can't because you can't even walk properly. Our families were interfering and my sister was crying. I shut my mouth because I didn't want my sister to cry. Since then my sister is asking me to apologize because I hurt his ego, and he's in foul mood and depressed. I told my sister that I will never apologize and he needs to apologize to my wife, and I asked her that both of them owe me money, and I want it back as soon as possible, and I don't care if they are poor. Update. My wife has some small self-harm scars from her childhood, and my Bill insulted my wife and asked her to cover them up, and when I couldn't tolerate the disrespect I asked him to give me the money I lent him for his surgery and healthcare. After my Bill insulted my wife and asked her to cover her scars, I wanted him to pay me my money back as soon as possible. My Bill and my sister said they'll give me my money back in 3 months, and it's been a year and still they didn't. My wife told me today that my Bill called her and he apologized to her, so I shouldn't ask for money because they can't afford it, and I should forgive them. I told my wife that he's taking advantage of your kindness and he apologized to you because he can't afford to pay, and he insulted you in front of everyone, and we deserve a public apology, and my wife said that she's forgiven him and doesn't want the money back, and they need that money more than us. I told her to stay away from this and let me do my thing. I will ask them again and again until they pay, but my wife said she doesn't want to and I shouldn't either, and I should be the bigger person after Bill apologized and she's forgiven him. Actually, I don't care if I get my money back. I am just using it to get back at him. I want to humiliate him just like he humiliated my wife in front of our families, but my wife doesn't want that. So am I asshole if I ask for my money and go behind my wife's back?